Good evening. We will go ahead and get started. Today is June 1st, 2026, and is the special town meeting of the electors of the City of Bloomington Township. And I call this meeting to order at 6:09 p.m. Before we proceed, I'm going to read an official meeting statement. The City of Bloomington Township will hold a special town meeting of the electors to consider questions of public policy. These questions are advisory only and do not grant authority for the township to take direct action. They are provided solely as a means for residents to express their views, and the township's role is to offer a venue for that public voice. Under Illinois law, anyone wishing to make a motion or vote at a special town meeting must be an elector of the township. An elector is a person who is registered to vote within the township at least 28 days prior to the date of the special town meeting. If you have not yet done so, please check in at the tables in the hallway to confirm your elector status. Numbered index cards are being issued as proof of eligibility, and you will be asked to display that card when participating in any vote this evening. To my right, your left, is our township attorney, John Redling Schaefer, and he is present for the meeting in an advisory capacity only. We will now rise for the Pledge of Allegiance, and we'll pause afterwards for a moment of silent prayer or silent reflection. Thank you. Our first order of business is election of a moderator. Under Illinois law, the electors must choose a moderator from amongst themselves to preside over this special town meeting. Nominations are now open. Are there any nominations for moderator? And if so, if you'll step up, I have two mics, one on each side. You can step up to the mic and elect a moderator there. You can also nominate yourself as a moderator if you are a registered voter. Good evening.
My name is Alexandra Gray, and I nominate myself.
And what is your voter number?
29.
Thank you. And is it GRAY?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you very much. Are there any other nominations to be made for moderator?
I'm David Stanzik, number 24. I nominate myself moderator.
Thank you. Are there any other nominations for moderator?
My name is Hassan Holcomb. I'd like to nominate Alexandra Gray for moderator.
So Alexandra Gray has already been nominated. So I'll just stick with her being self-nominated. Thank you for that. Any other nominations for moderator? All right, seeing none, we will now close nominations and we will move forward to take a vote. This evening, all registered voters or electors have received a pink card. We've got a lot of people here, and so I'll just give you a little to-do on how we'll handle this tonight. When I ask if someone is in favor, we'll do favor, and then we'll do not in favor. You'll stand, having your card present, and show me your card, and I'll kind of go across the room, and as I call your number, you'll have a seat, because I have to actually physically take that vote. So it's not perfect, but we'll get it right, I promise. And so we'll start there. So just as a reminder, we have Alexandra Gray and David Stanzik nominated for moderator. We will start with, so you're going to vote for one of the two. And Alexandra Gray, we'll start with first. She's elector number 29. So if you would like to vote for Alexandra Gray, please stand. This is going to be a lot of fun tonight. Before we were in a much smaller room, so it made it. Okay, we're going to do something a little bit different because I can't see your cards. How about that? This is 41. All right, so I'm going to start on the left side of the room. Zach, I know your name. Will you start by telling me your number?
Number 1.
Okay, please have a seat. Next.
Number 16.
16. Have a seat, please.
201.
201. Thank you. Have a seat. And we're going to keep going around across the front. Yes, ma'am?
108.
108.
12.
12. 13.
5.
5.
33.
Thank you.
9.
9.
9.
Thank you.
101.
101. Thank you.
105.
105.
122.
122.
156.
156.
160.
160.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
155.
155.
159.
159.
154.
154.
103.
103.
109.
109. Just start, yep.
134.
134.
173.
173.
22.
22.
207.
207.
208.
208.
32.
32.
119.
119.
23.
23.
171.
171.
172.
172.
37.
37.
181.
181.
176.
176.
124.
124.
127.
127.
178.
178.
132.
132.
180.
180.
131.
131.
126.
126.
177.
177. Go ahead in the middle.
110.
110.
111.
111.
174.
174. Give me a second. Turn my page here. Okay, next.
121.
121.
179.
179.
128.
128.
30.
30. Yes, you can vote.
29.
29.
35.
35.
170.
170.
169.
169.
20.
20.
117.
117.
6.
6.
10.
10.
7.
7.
123.
123.
18.
18.
165.
165.
166.
166.
114.
114. 115.
107.
107.
106.
106.
167.
167.
206.
206.
36.
36. We'll just finish this side here. Go ahead.
152.
152.
26.
26.
43.
43.
11.
11. Come back up to the middle.
102.
102.
153.
153.
39.
39,
40,
40,
41.
41,
25,
25,
168,
168,
164.
164,
204,
204,
125,
125, 161,
203,
203.
28. And I voted for her because she stood up first, so she did.
Thank you. 28, 202. Got it. All right. Has anybody not voted that would like to vote for Alexandra Gray? Oh, sorry. Yes. 151. Thank you. All right. So Alexandra received 86 votes. Would anyone like to, now we'll move on and we'll do a vote, we'll do a vote for David Stanzik. If anyone would like to vote for David Stanzik, please stand. We'll do the same process again. We'll start right up here with David Stanzik. Can you repeat your number?
24.
24. 50.
104.
I'm sorry, what was it?
104.
104.
49.
49.
14.
14. We'll just keep going in the middle. Yeah. 4. 21. All right, we'll jump to this side.
38.
38. 42.
163.
163.
160.
162.
34.
34. And I think I've got everyone. All right, so David Stanzik received 12 votes. And as I mentioned before, Alexandra Gray received, 86. Alexandra, if you could please come forward, I will swear you in, and we will continue to move on through the meeting. Thank you. There's stairs on this side. And thanks for your patience. It went pretty well. Last 2 years ago, I had to actually manually vote, so or not vote, count, and that was a little annoying. So okay. All right. Will you raise your right hand? Okay. You're just going to repeat after me. I, Alexandra Gray, do solemnly swear that I will faithfully and impartially discharge the duties of moderator of the special town meeting to the best of my ability. Thank you. And you can join me here and have a seat. And then I've got an agenda here. Also for you. Notes. And I'll give her the mic. Yep. That's it. All right. Thank you to Alexandra for volunteering to help us as moderator this evening. I'll now turn the meeting over to her.
Before we begin, I want to briefly address a few procedural points, as a special town meeting is unique under Illinois law. Everyone here has the right to participate, but must do so respectfully and in accordance with long-standing township rules and Illinois statutes. The moderator is responsible for maintaining order and deciding all questions of procedure. Accordingly and consistent with the township practice and law and Illinois law, the following rules will govern tonight's meeting. 1. No one may speak without first being recognized by the moderator. 2. Once recognized during discussion of a motion, speakers are limited to 3 minutes and repetitive comments may be curtailed? Ceased. 3, defamatory, obscene, threatening, or abusive remarks are not permitted. 4, shouting, clapping, sign waving, or any other disruptive behavior is prohibited. Anyone who violates these rules will be warned to stop immediately. If the behavior continues, the individual may be removed from the meeting. What is... Okay. So I should just say this? Okay. Our next item, number 4, is the approval of the minutes of the May 14, 2024 special town meeting. Copies of the minutes have been made available at the meeting for review of the electors. The recommended motion is that the minutes of May 14, 2024 special town meeting be approved. Do we have a motion?
So moved.
Motion is made by 18 to approve.
Second.
We have a second by number 1.
And can I request a voice vote?
Yeah, we're going to do a voice vote.
All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, say nay. The minutes are approved. Madam Clerk, it is my understanding that this evening's meeting has been convened for the purpose of addressing 3 advisory questions of public policy. Before we proceed to items number 5, I would like to offer some remarks regarding the advisory referendum, also referred to as a public question, and the general procedures governing its consideration. Illinois law allows 15 or more registered township voters to request a special town meeting by filing a written petition for the township clerk. I understand that 3 such petitions have been submitted and meet all legal requirements. As a result, the township is required to hold this meeting to consider those items. These petitions ask for non-binding questions to be placed on the November 3rd, 2026 general election ballot. The township code only requires that such questions deal with public policy. They do not have to be limited to township-specific issues. At tonight's meeting, the electors will vote on whether each question should be included on the ballot. A yes vote supports placing the question on the ballot. A no vote opposes it. As moderator and consistent with state law, granting me the right to set and preserve rules of order, I feel it is appropriate for a spokesperson for the petitioners on this question to offer comments for up to 5 minutes. With these understandings, we will now proceed to item 5A. Question 5A reads, should the United States federal government ban the transfer of weapons to any country that is a dictatorship, apartheid state, or a major violator of the human rights? A motion is not required to move this item forward. I'm so sorry. Petition spokesperson. Can a spokesperson, if anybody wants to come and comment?
Executive Rich, a motion for number 1.
So we actually we'll just have the comments first from the petitioner, and then we'll do the motion afterwards.
You ready?
We're just giving her a little prop. She's doing a great job. All right, and I will run a timer. You'll have 5 minutes, and you can go ahead and start.
All right, thank you. Friends, Bloomingtonians, countrymen, lend me your ears. I come to tell you of a disease in our country and not to praise it. We have an addiction to war which will ruin us, not save us. Our foreign policy has for decades weakened our country, both at home and abroad. We are a country which has some of the strongest human rights protections in the world. But currently we support militarily over 70% of the world's dictatorships, apartheid states, and major human rights abusers. This means our tax dollars, our precious resources are being used to help countries barbarically ravage their own populations, instead of that money being used to help us right here at home. The question before you does not ban economic relationships with any country, nor does it ban our ability to protect international trade or guarantee the Pax Americana. The question before you does not name any specific country because the form of government a nation state can change at any time. Dictatorships can fall and become democracies, and democracies can vote their own demise. But currently, of the governments which meet these categories, we provide billions of dollars in military aid to support the horrible actions of such countries as Saudi Arabia, the beheading capital of the world, Qatar and the United Arab Emirates, which brings in immigrants and places them in indentured servitude by stealing their passports and forcing them to work for barely anything. Bahrain, Algeria, Egypt, Jordan, Brunei, Burundi, Djibouti, Kazakhstan, Oman are all brutal dictatorships that crush any dissents. And there is no shortage of human rights abusers who we support, including apartheid Israel, Yemen, Libya, and numerous South American countries. And it's not just that these countries do to their own people, but what they do to others. Saudi Arabia's influence led to a brutal civil war and famine in Yemen. The UAE is actively supporting a brutal genocide in Sudan, which has killed 400,000 people. My objections are not merely moral. Contrary to what some believe, I argue our support of the leaders of these countries is actually detrimental to our country. Take the example of Saudi Arabia. Contrary to public propaganda, historically, Saudi Arabia is the leading sponsor of terrorism, ideologically and financially. 80% of Islamic terrorism is Sunni, largely descended from Saudi Arabian Wahhabism. Groups like Al-Qaeda, Taliban, Boko Haram, ISIS, all find their ideological origins in Saudi Arabia Wahhabism. We fund a country like Saudi Arabia, which created the support for Al-Qaeda to function, which took over 3,000 lives in 9/11. Whatever supposed benefits we get from this regime are hardly worth the lives lost by America. To be clear, I am not condemning the people of any of these countries, nor Islam in general, or any religion. For example, the biggest victims of Islamic terrorism are other Muslims, more of a reason not to fund this type of behavior. There are those who will point at all the American jobs that exist because of the weapons sales, and you're right. But as we saw during COVID, in a matter of weeks, these factories could be repurposed to build any number of things, including all the goods to be made by people overseas which gutted the working class. We want to bring those jobs back. The question is not about abolishing the military or getting rid of the defense, or getting rid of our defense. But we don't have a defense economy. We have a Cold War economy. And the executives of these weapons companies have a vested interest in seeking out conflict and manufacturing wars, just like they did in Vietnam, Iraq, Libya, and now Iran. So powerful is the war lobby, whenever politicians look at wars, they don't think twice about putting on the credit card. But when it comes time to help the veterans of these conflicts, suddenly they become flabbergasted and wonder, however will we pay for it? This Cold War economy creates the incentive structure where our politicians have stopped caring about investing in America. Finally, there are a small number of party elites locally that suggest this question should not be considered because the township is not within the township's purview. To be clear, none of the questions presented here today are strictly speaking within the township's purview, 99% of which is local. However, the Illinois legislature, in its infinite wisdom, has decreed that townships shall serve as forums whereby residents of said township can gather together to debate public policy matters, even if those matters have nothing to do with the other 99% of what the township does. And the township as a government entity is not making any decision. The elected trustees, supervisor, hired staff are making no decision today. The township is being used as a medium by which the United States citizens residing in the township can place a question on the exact same ballot where they will be voting for their federal representatives and senators. These elected officials do have control over these issues, and I am grateful we have this method of letting them know the general will of the people on specific issues. If you don't think these issues have an effect on McLean County, I urge you to go to the gas station or grocery store and see how you're being affected. For all these reasons and more, I urge you all to vote yes on placing this question on the November ballot, and thank you.
A motion is now required to move this item forward.
Number one, move forward.
Number one moves forward to place the question on the ballot. Seconded by anybody? Seconded by number 18. Is there any discussion from those in attendance? As noted at the beginning of the meeting, individuals offering comments during discussion are allotted a maximum of 3 minutes. You can come forward. You guys can come forward to in line if you'd like. Please start by stating your number.
14.
14.
May I begin?
Yes, you may.
All right. Well, I listened to the gentleman's introduction of his motion, and while it is a terrible thing to have people that are violators of human rights and dictatorships, I recall that we gave an awful lot of support to Joseph Stalin. I mean, except for Bernie Sanders, I don't think anybody here would think that the Soviet Union was a representative of human rights. What they did in Ukraine. Now, Ukraine has just recently suspended their elections. Does that make them a dictatorship? Now, we do have coming up in the general election, senators and congressmen, and those people are involved in doing that. And if you want to move forward with that, then let us support candidates to do that. But until we, as an old Jewish script that I saw in the Dead Sea, beat our swords into plowshares, maybe we should work on ways to try to reduce the fighting rather than saying, well, if we just don't fight or help people that are being persecuted fight because we don't like the type of government they have, maybe the township should work on those issues that it can most directly affect and let the voters, when they deal with the federal government and local government, vote for those representatives of them that can help them do that rather than do what sounds like electioneering and something that sounds good but has no actual effect other than to say we're opposed to war and warmongers.
Thank you. Would anybody else like to speak? You can come up. Please state your number.
All the reasons that you gave, they sound really nice, but it's not the world we live in. Sometimes we have to ally ourselves with people we don't like, don't respect, can't stand, because for our own good and for the good of the world sometimes. I mean, as the gentleman before me, we allied ourselves with Joe Stalin, one of the most vicious war criminals in history, to defeat an even worse one. Those situations will come up. That's just the world. That's how people are. There will always be evil people, and they will always try sometimes to overcome the world. And we can't tie the government's hands, because sometimes you do have to accept an ally that you don't approve of for the greater good.
Thank you.
125. Sorry, I'm not putting on this. I do appreciate everybody giving their 2 cents in. That's what this is about. This is what our government is about. I would just like to say, though, this isn't about working with people that we don't like. Like, that's one thing. This is a completely different thing that we are dealing with right now. And people, people are trying to make the world a better place. And it's one thing to work with people that we have minor disagreements with, like, oh, you don't like this sports team. That's, I'm done with you in a joking way. But we're dealing with human lives here, and that is unacceptable that we are expected to just sit and deal with that. And instead of standing up and saying something about it and saying, like, yes, there's many things that we can do locally, and I know a lot of people are involved locally, which is great. I'm trying to be more involved. I mean, this is step one here, just coming to one of these meetings, but we also have to think about the bigger picture as well, because that is our right as U.S. citizens, as citizens of McLean County, of this township. That's That's what this is about. It's not just about working with people we don't like or have minor disagreements with, or, because we don't care about what's going on in the county, because we do. It's about human lives and the absolute destruction that's going on around the world. Thank you.
Thank you. You can make go.
Hi, I'm 165. I just wanted to clarify, our vote is to put this measure on the November ballot, and it's a non-binding resolution simply intended to represent the will of the people present at this meeting, correct?
That's correct.
Correct.
Okay, thank you.
You may go.
131. I like that clarification because I think it's really important that people of this country and citizens of this country just say how they feel. And I don't believe that we should look at our past and say, well, we did that in the past and we supported these people in the past because there were specific reasons in order to stop World War II from continuing any longer, that we had to make political decisions. And I think the political context of a situation is in that time, and we're in this time, and we cannot continue to support people who violate human rights, because human rights are guaranteed to an individual. We in this country, we are guaranteed that right, most of us, and we need to be able to really speak up for the privilege that we have in the United States, that we can stand up here and we can say what we believe, because if we can't do that, that's the exact thing that's happening in all these other parts of the world. And if we are going to continue to give weapons and violence to other countries that are not respecting human rights, then we are enabling. And if we enable, then we are supporting. And this is not something we can just say, yeah, we just got to get along and agree with. It's not. Human rights everybody deserves it. Every human being on this planet deserves that. And this question deserves to be on the ballot because humans and citizens of this country deserve to have their voice heard. Period. Thank you.
Thank you. Would anybody else like to make a comment?
108. The overall concept I basically agreed with, but the language is very ambiguous. In here we're saying no transfer to weapons that have a dictatorship. Does that mean we're not going to transfer weapons to the resistance to that dictatorship, to support the people who are trying to end the dictatorship? What are we defining as a dictatorship? Because there are those in this country who claim we're in a dictatorship because of their political ideologies. Who's an apartheid state? I've heard Israel called that, which I truly don't believe is true. Who are the major violators of human rights, and how are we defining who is violating human rights? Someone can look at England right now and the way that they are clamping down on free speech and say you're violating human rights. My objection to this is the wording. The terms are not defined, they're not specific, they are way too general to just rubber stamp it.
Thank you. Would anybody else like to make a comment?
$123. I also appreciate everyone's comments so far. If we're going to talk about defined words, I just want to point out that a defined word in this language is weapons, banning the transfer of weapons to any country. Those seem pretty straightforward. And should the United States federal government do this? Also fairly straightforward. Ambiguity as far as what is a dictatorship, what is an apartheid state, less so than what is a major violation of human rights, That's not necessarily for us to have to make that decision on right now. What we are being asked if we would like to have a voice about is how we feel about the United States federal government and a ban on transfers of weapons, agents to harm and kill other humans. Is this something that we have a voice to get to vote on directly? Unfortunately, no. But do we get an opportunity to put it on our ballot, to have our voice be heard that way? That would be this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you. Would anybody else like to make a comment? Hearing none.
Madam Moderator,
Oh, I'm so sorry.
may I briefly respond to some of the questions?
It's out of order. He's been given his 5 minutes,
It's up to the moderator to decide, actually.
and I'm giving her advice.
I think that because they were asking questions,
That's your call.
you should be able to answer.
Thank you, Madam Moderator, and I do appreciate the people that brought in questions. I will try and answer a couple of them. I currently do not consider Ukraine in violation of any of these things. They have their own constitution, and at this time, I don't believe that they do that. We do have elections to pass this. We're trying to put this on the ballot on an election to pass it, so that when we do pick our United States representative and we do pick our United States senators that absolutely decide this, they will know unequivocally what tens of thousands of Bloomingtonians thought about this question, and that will carry weight. I already addressed, I agree, it's not the world we live in, and I'm not here on a purely moral argument. I could spend literally all day going over every single one of these countries and saying why, in the long run, it actually harms us. Here's the thing. More and more countries do not want to work with us because we work with brute military hegemony. China, on the other hand, which I would never advocate any of their domestic policies, more countries in the South and Africa want to work with China because they use soft power, because they do not rely on this specific method. In the long run, we are undermining ourselves. As far as we can't tie the government hands, the reality is that there are numerous federal laws, and basically what we're doing is asking them to follow these federal laws, which include the Foreign Assistance Act that holds that no security assistance may be provided to any country, the government of which engages in a consistent pattern of gross violation of human rights. The Arms Export Control Act also prevents us from transferring weapons to countries. The Convention on the Prevention and Punishment on the Crime of Genocide. Again, this follows basic UN rules. Article 1 of the 1949 Geneva Conventions, which we are a party to. Articles on the responsibility of states for internationally wrongful acts. The Leahy Law, which bans U.S. aid to specific military units that commit gross human rights violations. And there's a number of others. So yes, it does come down to the federal government based on existing legislation to define when human rights violation reaches the threshold. And I do want to be clear to define transfer. Transfer is of gift or sale. So that would mean another country can't come buy weapons regardless of whether the government's personally giving weapons or whether they're getting it from a private company. Nor can we just give them weapons. A lot of times what we do is we give them money and then they have to buy our weapons. This was saying, no, you can't do that as long as you meet these standards. And any of these countries can fall off these lists if they have better politics. That's all. So thank you very much. I would call for a vote on this.
Thank you. Any further comments? Hearing none. Oh.
Yes, my comment.
Please speak your number first.
Oh, my name is I'm number 30. My comment is simply that I do not think that the terms in this question are ambiguous. Should we be selling weapons to murderers? Should we be selling guns and bombs and missiles to people who have very bad intentions and intend to target marginalized populations, people who can't fight back, people who, like, aggressors, right? Dictatorships, apartheid states, violators of human rights. I don't think that's something that most people would have a problem understanding. What a violation of human rights is, who classifies as a dictator, what state is an apartheid state. Yes, maybe that is a discussion for another day, who qualifies as that. But before we get to that discussion, should we be selling weapons to those kinds of people? I don't think that's exactly a hard question to ask. I don't think that there's a lot of debate on what terms mean there. This is just a question to get this question on the ballot, right?
Mhm.
So
Yes.
essentially a question to pose the question. In the spirit of free speech, I don't think that's anything any of us here should have a problem with. That's just my comment.
Thank you. Any further comments?
Number 5. I think really for me, the spirit of this question, and putting it on the ballot, is do we wish our country to be merchants of death? Is that what we want to be known for in the history of the world? Protecting democracy? Yes. Do we want to be the ones that enable others to kill people more efficiently? I don't. That's up to you. Thank you.
Thank you. Any further comments?
Call question. 18.
Okay. Hearing none, we will proceed to a vote. All those in favor of placing question 5A on the ballot, please stand and have your vote cards visible. As the town clerk calls your number, please have a seat.
All right, we'll start over here on the left again. Zach. That was number 1.
16.
16.
201.
201. We'll go
159.
to the back. Oh, sorry, let me get this timer turned off. You said 59?
159.
Oh, 159, thank you.
154.
154.
103.
103.
109.
109.
155.
155.
104.
104.
134.
134.
173.
173.
23.
23.
119.
119.
32.
32.
171.
171.
135.
135. 184.
172.
172.
181.
181.
176.
176. 44.
178.
178.
127.
127.
124.
124. 133.
182.
182.
132.
132.
180.
180.
131.
131.
126.
126.
177.
177. Start here in the middle at the back. 110. 111.
174.
174.
121.
121.
179.
179.
30.
30.
35.
35.
170.
170.
22.
22.
207.
207.
208.
208.
169.
169. Give me 1 second. Okay, go ahead. We can start. Yep.
160.
160.
175, and I can't hear a word that's being said.
Okay, we'll try to turn things up for you. 175.
156.
156.
122.
122.
105.
105. 13.
101.
101. 20.
170.
170. Let's just jump up front real quick.
117.
Oh, 117. Thank you for clarifying. 117.
5.
5. 9. 123.
7.
7. 10. 6. 102.
153.
153. 25. 116. 168. 164. 204. 125. 205. 45. 183. 161. 28. Thank you. 203. 2. 3. 202. And let's jump all the way to the front. 33. 18. 19. 165. 166. 114. 115. 130. 129. 167. 17. 206. Second. Okay, go ahead. 36. 152. 26. 43. 213. 151. And our moderator, 29. All right, anyone in favor that has not been able to vote yet? All right, there were 94 votes. If there is anyone that would like to oppose this going on the ballot, please stand now, and we'll start with that. All right, front middle. What, 108, thank you.
24.
24. We'll go straight down the back, yep. 120. 118. All right, front, yes. Will you say it one more time? 14, thank you. 39. 40. 41. 4. 212. 21. Thank you. 163. 38. And 34. Would anyone like to oppose this item that has not voted yet? All right, thank you. And there were 15 nay votes, and what I tell you, 94 aye votes.
Question 5B reads, should the City of Bloomington repeal the added 1% grocery tax implemented by, what's wrong?
I was just going to say, we just...
Oh, all those, wait.
Oh, okay, so we just had, with this one, will be move forward to the township.
Hold on. Okay.
Yeah, I can say it. So for, she's like, please just say this. So for this one, the ayes won on that side. The next steps will be that we'll take this forward to the township board, and then they'll certify it to then go forward to be placed on the ballot. So that's kind of next steps, and it would be the same steps for the other ones too. So just wanted to clarify. Thanks.
Thank you for doing that. Question 5B reads, oh, also I would like to say, anybody who's talking on the mics, make sure you get a little closer so everybody can hear about it, and I will try to speak a little louder too. Question 5B reads, should the City of Bloomington repeal the added 1% grocery tax implemented by the Bloomington City Council to provide relief for families? Petitioner spokesperson can comment now for 5 minutes.
is Caleb Sneeden. I will not be taking 5 minutes. I would rather be dropped into Antarctica than talk in front of a crowd for 5 minutes. I'm sure that the other two ballot measures are a lot more exciting, but we'll have fun talking about taxes for a second. The argument against grocery tax is simple and straightforward. It unfairly harms working class families who spend more of their yearly income on groceries. In other words, the tax is regressive, it is not progressive. With all of the hardships working people are suffering from right now, with high gas and housing prices and a general economic downturn, now is the time to relieve some of the burden on them, not pile more on. The state of Illinois itself saw fit to eliminate the statewide grocery tax before Bloomington decided to tack this on at the end of last year. People on SNAP are exempt from this tax, but as 150,000 Illinoisans lost SNAP benefits in May, many of the most financially vulnerable are going to be subject to this additional tax. The intent to use it to better fund local infrastructure projects is admirable, and I know there was a concern by City Manager Jeff Juergens about losing the $3 million a year this generates, but Bloomington is better off finding a solution that does not unequally target working families, such as implementing credits or exemptions in this, or finding a way to shift the tax burden onto those with more wealth. The city's director of finance also reported $8 million in income, an additional $8 million in income than was budgeted for, so I don't think we need to worry about this additional income stream, especially if there are alternatives. As a matter of transparency, the vote was 6-3 in favor of the grocery tax. The 6 city councilors who voted in favor of it were Ward 1's Jenna Kearns, Ward 2's Michael Mosley, Ward 5's Michael Straza, Ward 6's Cody Hendricks, Ward 8's Kent Lee, and Ward 9's Abby Scott. That's all I have.
Thank you. A motion is now required to move this item forward.
So moved, number 1.
Number 1 moves this to place the question on the ballot, seconded by
26.
number 26. Is there any discussion for this from those in attendance? As noted at the beginning of the meeting, individuals offering comments during discussion are allotted a maximum of 3 minutes. Please, your number was?
My number is 26.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. My name is Molly Ward, and I'm actually on Bloomington City Council, and it's very heartening to see everybody here tonight talking about this, and I appreciate you being here, and I encourage you, when the moment comes to stand up and vote, to have this put on the ballot. That said, if you really want to make a difference, the 6 people who were named are not going to be on the ballot in November. They come on the ballot in a cycle in April, and they need to hear directly from you. Come to city council meetings, come to public comment, stand up, say what ward you live in, look them in the eye, and tell them that they need to change the way they voted on this. That will get their attention. This is easy to overlook, to hide in, to get lost in the shuffle, because it's in November. April is a long time off from there. But if you really want to make a difference, if you really want this thing to be repealed, come to city council meetings, take your 3 minutes and speak up. Write your emails, not mass emails, write a personal email. Give a phone call. All of our phone numbers are on the City Council website. All of our email addresses are on the City Council website. When people from Ward 7, that's the ward I represent, call me, when they email me, when they catch me on the street and say, hey, this is how I feel about something, and they look me in the eye and they say that, I pay attention. And if you want their attention, if you want this thing repealed, show up then.
Thank you. Any further comments?
Number 103.
Please line up. You said 103?
Yes.
Okay, you may speak.
I'd just like to say, as a resident of Bloomington for about 2 years now, I've seen nothing but taxes just going up and up and up. And when I first moved here, I learned that there was a state income tax along with the federal income tax that we pay during tax season. I've learned about taxes I'm not quite sure of the term off the top of my head, but the gas tax that increases. So I'd like to just start, I guess, with a question about what this tax is supposed to be going towards, what it will help out with.
It says, I will have the petitioner respond at the end if they please,
Okay.
if they so please.
But I'd also just like to point out the fact that most of the taxes that are supposed to go towards infrastructure in this area and in this state have been getting rerouted.
You have made time.
You're at 3 minutes.
I thought I had 3 minutes.
That was a little short, I'm sorry. You may have 1 more minute.
Okay.
My apologies.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't think unless there is a sole purpose of where this tax money is supposed to go to, I don't think there is a reason for us to be getting taxed 1% more, which I feel like will also be somehow increased incremental after this. I mean, the people of Bloomington, we work hard. We try and make a living, and it feels like all the money that we make just straight goes to taxes that we never actually see the improvements of and the purpose of. But thank you.
Thank you. You may step forward.
Number 49, am I close now?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm a former alderman, and I do sympathize with lower income, but I do want to make it clear that the 1% applies to non-processed food. No, processed food. Canned food. It does not apply to rotisserie chicken. It does not apply to personal hygiene. It does not apply to cleaning supplies or any other personal hygiene items. That is taxed at the full almost 9%. The 1% only applies to canned goods and crackers and that type of thing. And we also have to understand as a city that 95% of our income, somewhere between 85 and 95, comes from sales tax. The city also has non-funded mandates from the state that we are responsible for funding. A lot of the tax dollars that go to the state from the city are supposed to be sent back to the city, and they are not sent back to the city in the percentage that they used to be. It used to be 10%, it's now down to 6%. So I just want to get some facts out there so that when people make a decision that they are informed. I do not want to put extra taxes on individuals, but I just want the facts to be out there. Thank you.
Thank you. Any further comments?
Voter 169. I got a question first, just to be clear, just like the other questions. This voting yes would put this on the ballot to be repealed, correct?
Yes.
No, not to be repealed.
Not to be repealed.
So this goes on the ballot, all three of these would go on the ballot as a non-binding referendum. That's it. It's not a decision to go up or down on the subject matter, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Can you specify what non-binding referendum means?
Yeah, so non-binding referendum is basically a vote where a message is sent by the voters that this is what they feel, right? The township board has no authority to act on these. It's non-binding under, I think it's section 30-205 of the township code. And so public questions go on the ballot, non-binding, meaning there's no action that would be taken by the township board. But it's a great question. Thank you.
Okay. Well, I'll use the rest of my time stating that I am a over-the-road truck driver that took the entire week off to come to this meeting, mainly for the next question that's coming up. But of course, I did some digging into the rest of the questions as well because I'm a proud voter and I'm proud to be a city resident. But with the 1% grocery tax, a big topic in our country right now, that's a very important topic, is infrastructure. And traveling from Denver, Colorado to Connecticut is generally where I go. I've gotten to see a lot of different conditions of buildings, roads, bridges, and coming from the city of Springfield, which is where I was born and raised, our city management is a lot better than theirs, and is getting better with its infrastructure. So I don't know if the grocery tax is going towards infrastructure, but I've personally seen an improvement in the last 3 years that I've lived here. I will publicly give the number off the city's website. It's 309-434-2233 for the finance department. I'm going to call that number and ask where it's actually going. I encourage you to do the same. It's 309-434-2233 so we can, get educated on where it actually goes. But for now, I am going to petition it to go on the ballot when that vote is called. Thank you.
Thank you. Any further comments?
Number one.
You guys may line up if you'd like. Go ahead.
Number one, thank you, Rich. So, to be clear, this money just goes to the general fund. There were, of the 3 older people that voted against this, at least one of them, it might be you, Molly, I can't completely remember, but at least one of them did actually want to tie it to specifically infrastructure. And city staff was like, oh, I don't know if we can do this, we gotta check we gotta make sure we check the regulations. Oh, but by the way, if you don't pass it today, there's gonna be catastrophic problems because we waited to the last minute to get this passed. That's what the city staff did. They waited to the very last minute to pass this. So they couldn't make any changes to make sure, maybe, hey, I might be a little bit more for it if that was the case. But I do want to remember exactly what time we are. At least one of the city council members that voted for it said, okay, this will be temporary, we can always change it back. I believe that was Mosley, someone can correct me if I'm wrong. We are currently in the middle of a very, very, very stupid war, and that war is affecting gas prices. And it's affecting fertilizer prices. So you have 2 different things that affect food. The food, it's like that Cardi B song, and it's up, and it's up, and it's up, and it's up. Those are the prices that's going to happen. And even if this were to end tomorrow, the way that international shipping works, you're looking at this for at least a year. There are oil executives that say gas prices won't go down until 2032. I mean, I don't exactly trust everything gas executives say, but still, this is harm mitigation. And because this has such a massive effect throughout the entire country, it's not just going to affect poor people. It's not just going to affect people on SNAP, which I can tell you from people I know, SNAP right now never makes it to the end of the month. People making 6 figures are going to be affected by this, and you're going to see significant changes in the way people buy. I track every single penny that I spend. 1% adds up a lot. And the last thing I want to say is, where are those that voted for this? Are any of them here? Why are they not here to defend themselves in front of all of you people? To be clear, right after November, the local elections are next spring. Ward 2, 4 who voted against it, 6 and 8 are up for re-election next spring. Okay, so that's Mosley, that's Hendricks, and I forget who number 8 is, sorry about that. But keep an eye on those 3 that voted for this, and vote in the guy, Dannenberger, Ward 4, that voted against this. So, once again, I agree, please place this on the ballot so that they can know how tens of thousands of people feel about this question. Thank you very much.
Thank you. You may go first. 4? Thank you.
I'm a retired person. I live on a fixed income. I don't like taxes any more than anybody else. But we have to remember that the taxes fund local services. So when you talk about cutting taxes, make sure you think about what services you might want to give up. Whether it's improving our infrastructure, and I live on the west side, I can tell you my street definitely needs work. But the money's got to come from somewhere. And government services are funded by taxes. That's just how it works.
Thank you.
My comment is really...
Your number, please?
30. My comment is, really, I just want to clarify, the 1% grocery tax is something that's already been implemented, right?
It's in place now.
Okay, and this is a question asking if it should be repealed.
It's a non-binding referendum, which is just voicing our concerns on the ballot, not doing anything actively towards it.
Okay. That was just what I wanted to clear up. Thank you.
Thank you.
I am not a registered voter.
Can I
May
get you?
speak?
You can speak during public comment, not during a debate on this.
Thank you.
Hi, voter number 20. I would just like to say that I would be for putting this on the ballot. I, as a resident, am someone who appreciates public services and the need for them to be well-funded as the next person, but just sort of echoing the sentiment that's been shared here regarding that we're all kind of feeling the heat of higher prices, and I think that this is a time that could, where any relief being offered would be of great use to us as citizens, and that's where I'll leave it. Thank you.
Thank you. Any further comments?
To me, this is a no-brainer. I'm also a retired person on fixed income. And I've seen my water bill going up. I've seen taxes on cable service in every which way going up. I understand the city needs money for replacing sewer pipes and fixing roads, etc. I think a more fair, I hate using that word, means for the city, if they need to generate more money, would not be a blanketed 1% which hits everybody, and cities do it. Put a city income tax, 1%, 0.5%, whatever, on people who make 6 figures or more. That way, those that are more deeply affected because we're on pensions or disability or low income are exempt from it, and the people who do have a little bit more elbow space can help the burden for the city.
Thank you. Any further comments? Is there, wait. Hearing none, we will proceed. Oh wait, actually, would the spokesperson like to answer the questions that were asked? You have 3 minutes.
Of the things that I remember, Ward 8 is Kent Lee. There were 2 amendments to this at the council meeting where it was passed. Mike Straza attempted to add an amendment where all of this funding would go to infrastructure. That failed without a second. And then Councilmember Ward attempted to reduce the amount from 1% to 0.5%. That failed after a vote, I believe. There were a couple other things I was going to attempt to speak to, and now I'm blanking. I knew it before I got up here, and then I forgot it immediately.
Can I remind you?
Please.
People were asking what the funds were going towards.
It does go to the general fund. The city manager talked about using it for infrastructure. So whether or not that would actually go towards infrastructure would sort of be at the discretion of the city manager's office. But that's what he repeatedly discussed it being used for. I think that's everything. Okay.
Thank you. Any further comments? Hearing none, we will proceed with a vote. All those in favor of placing question 5B on the ballot, please stand and have your voter cards visible. As the town clerk calls your number, please have a seat.
All right, we'll start with Zach, number 1 up front.
16.
16.
201.
201. We'll proceed just to the back, if that's okay. Go ahead.
159.
159.
154.
154.
103.
103.
109.
109.
155.
155.
104.
104.
134.
134.
173.
173.
23.
23,
119,
119,
32,
32,
171,
171,
135,
135, 184,
172,
172, 181,
176,
176, 44,
178,
178,
127,
127,
124,
124,
133,
133,
132,
132,
180,
180,
131,
131,
126,
126,
177,
177. We'll jump all the way to the front up here.
108,
108, 12, 13,
5,
5,
14,
14,
24,
24,
160,
160,
156,
156,
105,
105,
101,
101, 9,
117,
117,
20,
20. One second. Go ahead.
157,
157. Sorry. Jumping to the wrong column here. Okay, 157. 169. 22. 207.
208,
208. 120. 118. 170. 35. 112. 113. 30. We'll stick with this side. Yep. 128. 179. 174. 111. 110. We'll jump up to the front here again. 7. Oh, I missed one in the back. Sorry. 121. Go ahead. And I had 7 and 10. Gotcha. 6. 102. 153. 39. 40. 41. 25. 116. 168. 164. 204. 125. 205. 45. 183. 161. 212. 21. 28. 203. 3. 202. We will jump all the way up front here. Ma'am in the blue. 114. 115. What'd you say, sir? 33. 130. 129.
106,
106. 167. 17. 206. 36. 152. 38. 42. 162. 163. 213. 43. 26. 11. 34. Got moderator 29 and 151. I know. Our big help over here. I got to count him too. Anyone else that would like to vote in favor that has not already voted? All right. And we had 107 votes. Anyone who would like to oppose, please stand to be voted or to have your vote count. All right. 49. And over here?
18.
18, 19, 4. And any others? All right, so we have 4 votes against the measure. And what did I tell you? 107, thank you, for in favor. And so this one will also move forward to the Township Council for certification and then to the ballot.
Question 5C reads, should the City of Bloomington implement a moratorium on the creation of any large-scale data centers?
I just wanted to point out here for this one that the City Council did approve a 6-month moratorium on data centers that was approved on May 25th, so just a couple of weeks ago, and that's really all I have to say about it.
Would the petitioner spokesperson like to comment for 5 minutes?
Voter 201. Hi, I'm Tony Garcia. I'm staff with Faith in Place Action Fund, and we've been working with the grassroots community here that was in opposition to data centers here in Bloomington, Normal, and McLean County. Through that work, we were able to secure the petition signatures to get this meeting happening, and I just want to reiterate that even though that the Bloomington City Council passed a 6-month moratorium, that'll be over in 6 months. The cynical part of me says that they're doing this because it's going to be the petition gathering point to get on the City Council ballot in April. It gives them a little bit of time to say, well, we voted for a moratorium, but it doesn't give us time to run against them when they vote for a data center next spring. So we want to make sure that those elected officials on the City Council level, on the county level, and on the state level understand that the people in this community do not want data centers here that are unregulated, that don't have any guardrails, that don't have any guarantees that they're going to protect our water, or that our electric rates won't go up, or that our air won't be poisoned. So I want to put a motion forward to put this up for discussion.
Firsted by you and seconded by 18. Is there any discussion for those in attendance? As noted at the beginning of the meeting, individuals offering comments during discussion are allotted a maximum of 3 minutes.
Can I make a clarification really quickly? So you said the motion was to put it forward for discussion. Would you like to clarify that you'd like to move it forward to be put on the ballot?
Yes, sorry. Thanks for the clarification. I'd like to put a motion to put it on the ballot.
Perfect. And is the seconder okay with that? To move it forward to be put on the ballot?
Number
18?
Yes.
Thank you.
Number 49. Thank you, Leslie, for clarifying that the council has already passed a 6-month. I do agree with Sunny. It needs to be extended beyond 6 months. The state has what I call tabled or postponed a vote on what they were planning to do with the guardrails. So this particular request does not list a time frame. So I don't know if it can be amended or not, but if this goes on the ballot, I believe it should have a time frame added. Thank you.
Thank you. You may step forward.
I want to give credit to the people that have already spoken already. And shout out to our city council member. I can't see her, but she mentioned
What's your number? I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, 169.
Thank you.
169. The city council member that mentioned showing up to our council meetings. I want to add to that, whatever county meetings that you can find, McLean County meetings that you can find that you can actually attend and voice your opinion on, please join that too, because the McLean Regional Planning Committee has to do with our land and dealing with zoning and whatnot. But anyway, please show up to that. thanks to everybody on the stream and in here maybe who showed up at the forum when the mayor and the city manager was here. That was a record turnout. I could not make it. I did not know what was going on in time. But with that said, I highly encourage you to vote yes to put this on the ballot because, like everybody said already, we do have a 6-month moratorium right now. That leads right into the November election. And we definitely need that extended time, whatever it may be, to figure out what guardrails we can put in place for these large-scale data centers. Because the large-scale data centers are the ones we're worried about. Illinois is already on the mid-range in the list of states that has the most total data centers, but a lot of those are smaller data centers that aren't sucking up as many of our resources as like the Cyrus one that they're proposing in Sangamon County, my home county. So they've tabled theirs as well. I don't know what the status is on that, but we need to get regulations put in place to protect our water. Since living here for 3 years, I've come to learn that we have some of the richest soil in the country. We definitely want to protect our farmland, our natural God-given food. We already have enough cancer-causing, unhealthy, processed foods going around, some of which has human DNA in it. If you know, you know. But anyway, we definitely need to protect our land, our natural resources. Our electric bills, I believe, are already going up because of the existing hyperscale data centers countrywide. But of course, one being right here in our county and even right next to Bloomington would skyrocket ours directly. So I highly encourage you to vote yes, so that we can at least put protections in whether or not they move forward. I don't want them to, but it is what it is. And that's all I have to say. Thank you.
Thank you. You may step forward. Oh, you may step forward.
Thanks, I'm 165. Hyperscale data centers are terrible. I've spoken to a lot of these meetings about that, so I won't bore everybody with the things that we already know about them. But I did want to urge, backing on 169's comment and on Sunny's comment initially, this is a really important time for us to get our voice in opposition to these hyperscale data centers on record in a way that City Council and staff cannot refute. By putting it on the ballot in November, right when the 6-month moratorium is set to expire, that gives us the opportunity to basically formalize community opposition in a way that they can't ignore. Thanks.
Thank you.
Hi, number 20. I also would urge that we put this on the ballot, and I think we could all understand or offer several reasons why we may not want data centers in this community. And really my sentiment here is just to remind or urge us all that not to let this moratorium simply be a Band-Aid to bide time and sort of let things blow over or simmer over. I think that we have a real task to keep the pressure on regarding our political action in this regard, just in basically keeping up the pressure on our legislators if we really want to make this not happen in our town. That's where I'll leave it. Thank you.
Thank you. You may go ahead.
125. I could repeat what everyone said before me. This honestly should not happen. I don't even know why it's being considered, considering all the damage that we already see around the country that these data centers are doing. I guess I would want to kind of touch on what these data centers are for, or what I understand that they are for, and why they're pushing them so hard. And it's because of the rise of AI generation. And obviously we need to put the pressure on our politicians and people who are making these decisions to have these centers put in place. But I think it's also worth noting that there's other things we can do, like not using ChatGPT, not using OpenAI. We're just completely, learn to recognize what AI looks like, and if somebody posts it, you immediately just don't even interact with them, make them lose their followers, make them, ever since AI started, it started off small. It started off as, taking artist jobs. and then music, and it started with arts, and now it's spreading out everywhere. And they're talking about it going into the medical field, and where I can see there's some instances where, you know, like automation is good, but, you know, I literally just started, today was my first day at my new job, oh, thank you, as a CMA, and I'm hoping to get into radiography, and I do not want to see my future being stripped away, just like so many other people have before me. So, thank you.
Thank you.
Number 44. I'm going to keep it pretty short. We're obviously not putting up with these data centers here. I think that's pretty obvious. One of the things that they do, I wanted to talk to everybody about. One of the things these data centers do, one of the things they do with this AI, is they monitor all of us in real time with what's called, for one, among other names, flock surveillance. That's what we have here. There are other brands. ALPR cameras, automatic license plate readers. There are cameras all over monitoring all of us in real time with no warrants. These data centers are contributing to that. I hope everyone sees me afterwards. I've got zines for everybody about these cameras. And then since I've got time left, I just wanted to touch earlier, and I know we're past it, I didn't quite make it to come up just for this, but I wanted to say, I trust South Africa when they call Israel an apartheid state, and I also wanted to say that the Nazis would not have been the problem they were if they did not have American weapons in the first place, such as from the war criminal Prescott Bush, granddaddy, and also father to two other war criminals. Thank you.
Thank you. You may go. I am 213. I just kind of want to remind everybody that we just spent like $6 million. It was a very large number on water for Bloomington. We were running out of water. So to have a data center, and we just were debating about 1% for grocery taxes, is something that we all should consider. I know everyone's going to give you the reasons why and all of that, but I just want to give you the basic of 3 months ago, we didn't have water, and we had millions of dollars from the city that has been spent to get water from all kind of lakes. So to bring in a data center, just consider you taking a bath in a bucket. Thank you.
Number 30, I would just like to bring up, that we do have some of the best soil in the world, I believe, in this area. Is that something that we're interested in just polluting? Again, with our water, like has already been said multiple times. And the impact that these data centers have on the environment, you know, we're already talking about food shortages, and we've seen what these storms have been like recently. Like, it's pretty unprecedented what we're going through. We're seeing climate change really starting to pick up in real time. Is that something we want to keep contributing to, in addition to losing our rights, our privacy, by allowing these data centers to be created, and by allowing them to be created here in our own home? I just don't think that's something any of us are really interested in. Also, the people behind these, you know, behind AI, behind these data centers, they do view human intelligence as something that they're going to take from us and then sell back to us as a utility. That's an actual quote. I can't remember who the guy is who said it, but literally, that's how these people pushing for things like data centers and wanting us to use AI to generate these silly images of ourselves, that's how they think. That's what we're supporting when we're using things like ChatGPT. Just something that I think we should all be considering even when we leave this meeting. Thank you.
Thank you.
Number 18, I call the question.
No, I mean, it's the moderator's discretion under the township code if you want to allow a few more comments, but the question has been called, and it's up to you to determine whether it's in order.
I would say for everybody who's already standing, we can at least get their comments. You were up first, yeah.
159. I think it's important to get this on this ballot because there's a lot of people in this community that don't have a clue about what's going on in relation to data centers. Never heard of it, never thought of it. At least it'll get it out there. But I mostly want to repeat what Molly said. The city of Bloomington is tired of seeing me go and talk passionately against data centers. I guarantee you. The county board is tired of seeing me and a few others that we always go and talk. I feel a lot of passion in this room. I would urge you, go talk to these people. I know some of you have time constraints, and that's understandable. But if you could just take one day a month, this next month, go talk to the council, write a letter, so they're not always hearing me, because I love your passion. Thank you.
Thank you. You may speak.
Number 9. Real quick, I'm not an expert on utilities and electric rates, but I think the Citizens Utility Board is an expert on utilities. And Citizens Utility Board is a nonpartisan, nonprofit consumer advocacy group, and I'm on their email list, and I got an email from them the other day, and this is just one sentence from the Citizen Utilities Board email. It says, a big reason we are paying elevated prices is soaring energy demand caused by new and proposed data centers. So this consumer advocacy group is verifying that, you know, our rates are going up because of the data centers. Also, I just want to point out that as far as I understand, the large-scale data centers really don't produce or provide very many jobs to our citizens. There's only a few jobs in those buildings because they're really just big buildings full of computers. So this would not create employment for our people.
Thank you.
Hi, 37. I just really have a question. I'm new to all this. So this is a non-binding referendum. So let's just say, you know, this goes to the ballot and the city of Bloomington says, yes, we don't want this. Can the city council like overturn that? Like if the community says, hey, we don't want, like if 90% or whatever, the community says, yeah, we don't want these data centers, can the city council be like, well, thanks for your input, but we're going to go ahead and vote for that anyways? Like I don't know if this is the appropriate forum for those questions or.
It seems to be more of just like a democratic protest. You know what I mean? Like we're voicing our concerns and putting it on a ballot for people to hear.
Okay, so, I mean, do we have any power at all? Like, you know.
What you're submitting.
I don't know. Is this all futile?
No, you're allowed to ask the question. What you're voting on tonight is to put an advisory question. I've used the words non-binding referendum. The statute actually says, I looked it up, advisory. It's advice.
Okay.
Whether or not it's followed, that's not up to the, it's just on the ballot.
Okay. Yeah, and the 6 month was kind of interesting. I mean, I don't know, it could be like a year, you know, or like 2 years moratorium, but I don't know. That's just my personal view. Thank you.
Hi, 34. Mine is a couple of questions maybe the spokesman can answer for me. I first of all want to give credit to the city for already putting the 6 month referendum in there, or holding off for 6 months. That's great. Since this is a non-binding referendum, it's just basically all of us saying, hey, no, we don't want this. The city can still do whatever they want. We've seen in other municipalities that they've done whatever they wanted. However, we've seen in other municipalities where there's been a complete ban. So my question is, could we put a longer time limit on there, or could we amend it to say a complete ban, period, end of story? Because, I mean, to put it off for 6 months is great, but the way our minds work, everybody just forgets and moves on with their lives and has baseball practice, you know what I mean? So my question is, could we lengthen that time, have an actual time period, or put an actual ban on that on the ballot? Are we able to?
Thank you. Would the spokesperson like to answer any questions before we move to vote?
As far as I understand, we cannot amend this question today. As far as like why this matters, because it sends a message to our city council members and our elected officials that this is what the community wants. It's only part one, it's the beginning. Like everyone else, a few people have said here before, including our Alderman Walden Ward, that we need to be participants in our democracy. We need to show up to city council, we need to vote. We need to make this the election issue in April for our city council members. So that's going to take every single one of you guys here to participate, to talk to your neighbors, and to get them to vote in November for this moratorium. Thank you.
Thank you. All those in favor of placing question 5C on the ballot, please stand and have your voter cards visible. As the town clerk calls your name, your number, please have a seat.
All right, last one, guys. Oh, you have one more person who wants to speak.
Can I amend what's on here?
No.
No, okay, thank you.
All right, as I said, last time here. All right, Zach, we've got
16.
16,
201.
201,
159.
159,
154.
154,
103.
103,
109.
109,
155.
155, 104,
134.
134,
173.
173,
23.
23,
119.
119, 32,
171.
171, 135, 184,
172.
172, 37, 176, 44, 178, 127, 124, 133, 132, 180, 131, 126, 177. We'll jump all the way up front.
108.
108, 12, 13, 5, 14,
160.
160,
156.
156, 105, 101, 9, 123, 117, 20. Let me get my page turned here. Okay, go ahead.
169.
169, 49,
208.
208, 207, 22, 157, 6, 10, 7, 102, 153. We'll just stay right here. 39, 40, 41, 25, 116, 168, 164. We'll just stay on this side here. 204, 125, 205, 45, 4, 183, 161. Will you repeat that? I apologize. One more time. 212. Got it. Thank you. 21, 28, 203, 2, 3, 30. Let me get you at the back there. 202, okay. I got everybody in that back corner going? Okay, okay, I'm going to jump up front here in the middle. I know, everybody's moving. I didn't hear yours. You said 120. Thank you. All right. 35. 170. 112. 113. 110. 111. 174. 121. 211. Okay. We'll jump all the way up front in navy blue. 33. And 1 second. Okay. 18. 19. 166. 165. 114. Is that 215? 115. Gotcha. Okay. 130. 129. 106. 107. 167. 17. 206. 36. 152. 43. 163. 162. 213. 26. 11. 34. I feel like I'm in elementary school when your hands start cramping like this. All right. Would anyone like to vote in favor? That vote has not been voted yet. Oh, over here. I'm gonna forget both of you every time. Okay. That was 151. All right, and 29. All right. Anyone want to vote in favor that has not been voted yet? All right. Seeing none, there are 111 votes in favor. All of those who would like to oppose this going on the ballot, please stand. All right, seeing none, going once, going twice. There were 0. So we had 111 to 0. As we've mentioned, this will go forward to the township for certification and then to the ballot. And I'll toss it back to our moderator.
Illinois law does not allow any further items to be considered on tonight's agenda, as the agenda must be established in advance of tonight's meeting. However, if anyone wishes to address electors tonight, you are allowed to do so at this time. Consistent with our rules of order, you should have registered in advance of the meeting with the town clerk and will have 3 minutes to speak as the clerk calls your name. After the names are called, anybody who isn't registered can speak afterwards.
All right, so just wanted to start for the record, we did receive 2 emailed public comments. Those came from Randall Pearson and Suzanne Pearson. And then I have 2 people registered to speak in advance. I will start with John Walther, and then to follow will be Judith Webster. Please come forward. And as our moderator mentioned, you have 3 minutes to speak, and you begin now.
All right. Thank you for this. I do not live outside the City of Bloomington. Is there any effort that the township, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I could just, that's perfect.
That could put those 3 precincts into the City of Bloomington to clear up the clarification that we had on doing that.